Hey, my name is Aladrian Goods. I am a communicator, a connector, a designer, and the founder of For the Goods, my creative studio where I use intention, energy, empathy, and integrity to help produce people's best days. And one of the ways I do that is through being the host and curator of The Listening Room. Community in this season of my life feels like an action word of people who show up, who listen, who understand each other, each other's gifts, and each other's passion and dreams, and the action of putting that knowledge into practice, So I'm just even thinking about, this will be meta for a little bit, but even the context in where this interview is happening, right? Had an idea, we needed a team, we sent a text, and now we're recording it in this space, So I think community is those relationships, that understanding and connectedness in action. I wanna say the air and the context and the sort of driver and the catalyst to connection. I think in my community, music is really what brings us together. It's the things we talk about, it's the places we go, it's the space we share, and even the conversations we have, right? In Listening Room, for example, we always have the music, which really brings people into the space, but it's really the catalyst for the conversation and the listening that we have for the stories that not just the host and people who come and co-host with me at Listening Room, but the people who come for the first time because they wanted to, or they saw it on Instagram, or the people who come back and they bring another friend, and the things that get shared in that space was really special to me. And I think music is really the permission for people to experience and cultivate more community intentionally. I think To Whom It May Concern by Jill Scott is really the soundtrack. I don't play it every day, but it's been on repeat in this season of my life because it's such a complete work. It's her first record in I think 14 years. And from the intro track of Dope Shit, or I Do Dope Shit, it's so affirming, it's so aware of who she is, her skills and her abilities, and the confidence to go ahead and be great, which is track 2. And then you just see her just express who it is she is, who her people are. I love that it's still very pro-Black, but not anti anything else. Very Black, very pro our community, but in a way that invites everyone else to be a part of the conversation, but letting them know yeah, we here. Okay, so one artist that's inspiring me is actually an artist part of the Dean Collection. Her name is Deborah Roberts. She's a multi-medium collage artist that takes everything from found photos and ink and kind of makes collages of specifically Black children in their essence to show their possibility, to show their innocence, and to take all these different layers of Black childhood and give them purpose. And one of my favorite pieces that resonated the first time I saw the exhibit in Virginia was The Visionary. And it reminded me of myself as a little girl and who's throwing up the peace sign, but then there's hands around her waist. So that idea of just wanting to be safe, to be expressive and to be creative, and also wanting to be held really showed up in that piece of art. So I think the irony of me going to the Giants exhibit in Virginia, me discovering that art and her being the artist doing the talk that day just kind of connected it all together. And then fast forward, Giants being here in San Diego, that was December, so present day, like it's May, it's kind of wild to see it all come together. And musical Giants, I know this is gonna feel a little like duh, but really the deans, like Swizz and Alicia, have really shown up for this community. And like I mentioned earlier, community is an action word. So seeing how much care they had for not only the artists that they already featured in the collection, but the reverence they had for the community that's already existed here, adding the layer of hometown heroes, showing up and doing the preview party, you know, how they've connected with Futurist Color, how they've connected with Dashe, how they've connected with like Arts and Rec and folks in the community, and showing up. That community is action, you know, and I'm just honored to be in community with them, and can't wait to see what, you know, continues to unfold. Listen like the future of our society depends on it, because it does.